we remove content that violates our misinformation policies. But in order to do that, we need a clear set of facts to base our policies on.
But often, misinformation isn't that clear-cut. It's constantly evolving, and there isn't always expert consensus.
And at YouTube, we believe in openness. We want diverse voices and a broad range of perspectives to flourish, including when there's disagreement and debate.
So where does that leave us with potential misinformation? Do we just leave it up if we don't have all the facts?
That's a good question, Anjali. So we refer to content that comes close to but doesn't quite cross the line of violating our guidelines as borderline content. And borderline content could be things like wild speculations about recent events or long-standing conspiracy theories that say things like the moon landing was fake. And obviously, we have great videos on YouTube that explain that moon landing actually happened.
In 2019, we started demoting borderline content in recommendations, resulting in a 70% drop in watch time on non-subscribed recommended borderline content in the US that year. We saw a drop in watch time of borderline content coming from recommendations in other countries as well. So the next question is, how do we decide what's borderline?
And that can be really tricky. And that's why we rely on external evaluators located around the world to provide critical input on the quality of a video. And what they're looking at is whether the content is inaccurate, misleading, or deceptive, if it's insensitive or intolerant, or whether it's harmful or has the potential to cause harm, among other things.
The guidelines these evaluators use are public. You can read them for yourselves. And each review might include up to 9 different evaluators. Some important areas require certified experts. For example, licensed medical doctors will provide guidance for videos about health treatments to help us limit the spread of medical misinformation.
We then use the results from these reviews to score how likely it is that the video contains harmful misinformation. And any video that's classified as borderline is not proactively recommended on YouTube unless you are subscribed to that channel.
Our machines learn from this, and they model those reviews performed by people, so we can apply this approach at scale to similar videos on YouTube.
And we've been able to use these models to help us review hundreds of thousands of hours of videos every day to find and limit the spread of borderline content. But we're not done here, and we'll continue to work very hard to continue to improve these systems.
For more information about what we're doing to create a responsible platform for our community,